Pillage.
All hell yeah. Raging Pillage podcast. I'm Burley, and as always, I'm joined by Rob, Max ABV Valencius. What up, brother?
It's good, man.
Am I saying your name right? I feel like am I saying Valencius correctly?
You actually are saying it correctly.
Fucking crushing it, dude. I fucking
Dude.
rule.
When Abhinav from India calls me, it's normally Mr. Baditius.
Oh, dude.
Balanicious.
I can't say it on this show, but I'll tell you my real name after the show. But I get a whole lot of, hello, Mr. Just it's a rough one, bro. There's more consonants than vowels. I promise you that. Fucking, it's bad, man. This
That's
light is
fucking
killing
great.
my left eye. I changed my light position because I always look red, but now it's just hurting my eyes. There he is. He showed up.
What's up, boys?
What up, man?
It's good, man.
I'm a little late. There was some traffic coming back from the old jobby job.
All good, brother. We already started,
Is
we
Is that what everyone says when your butthole's getting diddled?
I know, right? I'm getting fucked in the ass by my employer.
That voice you're hearing right now is Randy Valerio, friend of the show. He's back. How you doing, man?
Good, man. Can't complain. How you boys doing? What are you drinking, man? What do we got?
Whiskey, man.
Oh,
Whiskey.
yeah, I got a mason jar full of it. There we go.
Fucking
Oh,
go.
hell yeah.
Cheers.
Oh, Jesus.
Burley's hasn't had a drink in how long now? What's the day count, bro?
It's since January 1. I found Jesus, apparently, and I'm just really falling apart over here.
Is that right, or is this a court-ordered sobriety?
No, it's not court-ordered. It's not court-ordered sobriety. It's I'm just trying to see how long I can go, and this is the longest in about a decade. So, fucking...
Good stretch.
You got me, bro.
I feel like that's a popular thing these days, man. My good buddy, who I travel with on the road doing comedy, he's also sober now, but he's not doing dry January. He's doing sober for life. But here in California, man, it is. I would say most of the comics are actually technically sober, but there's a thing out here in California that they love bandying about. It's a term called California sober.
Oh, that's
they
a
don't
good
drink;
one.
they just do heavy drugs. So like Molly and cocaine, okay. Alcohol and weed, no good. It's like what the fuck is that?
Hey, it's ketamine. It's therapy, right? It's right.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I microdose mushrooms every day. It's like you fucking get an Adderall like an adult.
I have had mushrooms in this last month and a half, but
Ooh,
you know,
I had them on Saturday, my friend, and boy, was that fun.
dude, the ones that I've gotten in Houston, dude, are not as good as the ones I got in Vegas. I don't know what those were, but God, I was on another goddamn planet.
Well,
like
you know,
in 20
I can
minutes.
help you boys out. The U.S. Postal Service is unwittingly the largest drug dealer in the country.
Yeah, for sure.
So
yeah. There's a lot of packages coming from Cali in my house sometimes.
yeah, no shit.
Fucking-
I live in
hey,
Philly, so I prefer to not get mushrooms with fentanyl because basically all drugs have fentanyl here. So
Oh yeah.
Hey, I gotta give you props, dude. Big, huge shout out on the Rogan. I saw that. That's fucking
Oh
badass.
yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the biggest credit in my career. I was brought up on Rogan, and
That's
what was
fucking
brought up
sick.
me getting arrested in Texas.
Well, how funny is this? Fucking, not really funny, but it's kind of wild. You technically are the most famous person I know just from that shout out. Fucking more people have heard your name than I know anybody in my fucking circle of trust.
Yeah, my buddy Jeff, I told him I'll take because he said, hey, I mentioned you by name on the show before I heard it, before it came out, because they recorded the day before. And I was like, hopefully, I'm sure you trashed me. Hopefully it was good. He said, no, it was all positive. And it was, because I ended up, the charges getting dropped. But, my employer will hear that at some point.
Yeah, it's fine. It's all in the past, right?
I've told that story. I've told that story on a podcast, and it went viral, so much so that my attorney heard it. And he, emailed me
shit.
about it. Yeah, I did a buddy's podcast back about a year and a half ago in New York. And he brought it, he asked me about getting arrested in Texas. I told the abbreviated version of the story, and it went super viral. Got 8 or 9 million views on YouTube and a few million on TikTok. And my lawyer, Jacob Blizzard, great lawyer. If you guys need a lawyer in West Texas and Abilene, he's your guy. He
fucking awesome name, dude.
Shit.
Where was my ancestors?
I know,
what
right?
The
Yeah.
fuck?
He'd be a hell of a
Randy
dude.
Valerio
Like,
has a fucking venereal disease. It doesn't help. But he heard about it, and the best part is I got some free legal work done. So in the state of Texas, if you don't get in trouble after 3 years, they can expunge your arrest record, your prior arrest record. but it cost like $3,000. And because it went viral, I was like, I'll do it for you for free. I'm like, thanks, bud. So,
Nice.
I still have my mugshot, but my arrest is no longer on file.
That's merch, dude. That's merch.
Buddy. Oh, yeah.
Well, hell yeah, dude. Fucking we just starting to get in. Like, what's going on right now? We got Kanye going off right now. You up to date on
Oh, my
Kanye?
God. What did he say? He's back at it?
Have you seen his new teeth?
No. What did he do to himself?
Oh, they're fucking sick. They're fucking sick. I mean, if I was rich as fuck and just didn't give a shit like him and really hated Jewish people.
I'll Google it right now while we're talking here. Kanye.
I was gonna pull it up for you.
Oh, you got that technology?
Wait,
now?
is this is this where TMZ was like interviewing him like on the street, and they're like, "Do you feel bad about what you said?" He's like, "There's 12 kids dying in Chicago right now," and they're like, "But do you still hate Jews?"
He said that he did this based on his love from the dude from what's it called, 007? Goddamn pop-ups.
Yeah. Forget it. It's the older version.
Titanium teeth, permanent. Filed down his shit like veneers and fucking got him in permanent. Looks like goddamn tinfoil, fellas.
That's what I was gonna say. He could have done that shit with kitchen tinfoil. What a fucking idiot!
I was doing that shit in high school, bro.
Yeah, you do with the gum wrapper. You just put the gum wrapper in the teeth.
Everybody had a grill. Fucking yeah. I mean, listen. The dude's wild. That new album's fire. I can't stop listening to it. Have you already had anybody?
I haven't listened to a new album of his since the one after College Dropout. I feel like he's gotten more like become more of a cultural icon and less of a musician. His music has suffered. I feel like that's the case with a lot of celebrities, man. Like everyone, always raves about Dave Chappelle's special. And look, he's obviously a fucking all-time great comedian. But I think the best special he did since he came back after Chappelle's show was his very first one live in Austin, Deep in the Heart of Texas is what it was called. That, I think, was his best hour of material since the Dave Chappelle show.
I'm trying to think of which one that was.
Jokes. Like now he's like a cultural icon and he feels like he needs to comment on fucking society. It's like, man, just be funny. Kanye, I just want to hear your music. I don't want to hear your opinions about the Jews. Please just make a fucking beat.
I like the weird Kanye. I have this argument with my friend all the time because he's like you. He likes the old shit. And I'm like, no, I liked it when he got weird. I was never a Kanye fan till he got weird. And I was like, all right, now I'm in. This fucking out of control bipolar motherfucker just saying wild shit. I'm all in, dude. Let's go. Me and him are two peas in a pod.
Yeah, I had a buddy on my podcast recently and we were talking about Kanye. And he's like, yeah, I'm a big fan of his work. Not his music, but his most recent stuff.
Yeah.
I found the cover of Kanye's next album. Let me share this screen with you guys.
Is it just Mein Kampf?
Yeah, no shit.
Here you go. Boom.
It's just his grill.
Here you go.
Nice. That's the move right there. What was his name?
Jaws.
Jaws. Okay. I mean, they really thought it through back then.
They were really creative back in the 60s.
This dude was flossing. This is how Kanye's going to need to floss now.
Yeah, with one of those battle ropes that you do like those shoulder exercises with.
Dude, I would not be. In 2024, we should have figured out something past brushing our teeth, right?
You know what? I mean, that is kind of, I was talking about some things that just like never like progressed. And that's a great example of one, like toilet paper.
Oh,
I mean,
dude, the
bidet
bidet.
came out like in the 1800s, and there's no change in technology there.
Nah, fuck that. Get a bidet, bro. It'll change your life.
He's been trying to talk me into doing that for fucking months, dude. Get a fucking bidet.
Get the bidet.
Yeah, everyone's talking about these bidets, man. I don't know about having a hose put up my ass.
It's worth the investment. I'm telling you.
I'm on your side, Randy.
Dude, you can eat sushi off you could have nigiri right off my butthole, dude. You know?
Save that for your wife.
She doesn't let me say the N-word.
Valentine's Day, just pass. You gotta leave something for the ladies.
Yeah. No, dude, bidet's the shit, but I mean, in 2024, we should have, the mouthwash should just do it all for you. The scrub and bubbles, they do the cleaning so you don't have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
I want a drone to scrub my butthole. That's all I'm saying. Like, why do I have to do it? Why can't I just hit my phone?
I mean, I think there's got to be something not as archaic as toilet paper and not as invasive as, a squirt bottle up your ass, which is effectively what a bidet is. And I'm of the feeling that if you can't wipe your ass clean with the paper, you just take a full shower.
Oh,
like
yeah,
the bidet,
for sure.
like if your ass is so dirty that you need a bidet, get in the shower. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just wash the whole fucking thing. Start
Listen,
over.
dude, listen.
That's where I come down.
He said, "Get your ass in the shower, Burley."
In the morning, I'll shit and shower. Yeah, shit and shower. Never shower then shit. Okay, yeah.
Y'all ever have
But
Y'all ever have to take a shit after you get out of the shower? Isn't that the
It's
worst?
the worst. It's the worst
It's
thing
the
on the
worst.
planet.
The soggy
Yeah.
butt on the
awful.
toilet.
So-
I've done that and took the shit and went right back into the shower. I was like, that shower didn't count. You know,
You've got toilet paper confetti on your ass, just stuck to you,
here's the paper mache in the shower.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible. No, I'm telling you, just give it a shot. It's $100. You can buy one of those Snap-on bidets. I'm already thinking about getting the heated seat one. I'm a big guy. I spend a lot of time
to
on
dry
it.
your ass with the toilet paper, or you just leave it wet.
Yeah, you just pat it dry. Yeah,
Okay.
just little pop, 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 pop. Feels nice.
like a
It doesn't
baby's
have a blow
ass.
dry function on there, like to
They make them. Boy, oh boy, did they make them.
I like how serious Burley got.
Yeah.
Oh no, they make those.
Yeah,
They make
they
asshole blow dryers.
they got heated water for them and shit. It's fucking wild. The
Here's
technology
my
there is
question.
great.
Here's my question: have you watched a bidet porn? Because the way you're talking about it,
It has to exist. Let's look
Oh
it up.
my god! In this world, there's a subreddit going on right now with 4,000 people talking about it live.
like, have
Here
you
we
seen
go.
oh my God, Jesus Christ!
All right, mark
Why
down
did I
this time.
fucking say anything,
Yeah,
bro?
mark down
Why
this
did I
time because this is fucking ads. There we go.
All right, hold on,
I guess I should
Randy.
share the screen. I'm glad you're not
Yeah,
at
I
work
didn't-
anymore.
It's all good. Well, what happened is,
All
we can
right.
show that on this.
Now we're gonna blur it.
Oh, okay, I was like, what the fuck? How'd you guys
He's
use
gonna
the
have
YouTube
to
sensor?
blur everything.
All right, let's skip to the.
All right,
Look at
she's-
that. Look at that.
The fuck?
She's a good egg. Shout out to AmberSonata.com. Fucking.
God bless her.
You know, I wasn't picturing that to be the actual thing, and it makes sense.
Oh no, you wanted to see poop? I'm not looking up poop.
No.
I don't do-
Guys are coming
No.
up. Do you like put your hand back there and make sure you scrape all the bits off, or how, is it just?
You'd be surprised. You can feel everything that's getting hit, bro. You can
Okay.
just start top of the crack where that lint forms from your boxers down to the fucking gooch. It's beautiful, dude. It's beautiful.
They have a massage. They have a gooch massage function.
If they would just come up with a little tongue to kind of lick it, that'd be
Oh my
good,
God.
dude. Let's go.
Oh
Let's
my God.
Jesus
fucking go.
Christ.
But going,
You are a
like,
madman.
I have put serious thought into like. It would be sweet to just get veneers, dude, and not have to worry about half the shit. I think they stay white forever, right? You just have to floss
I
occasionally.
think you snap them on like Mr. Potato Head's teeth. You kind of just like if they get dirty, they can just swap them out with a whole new fucking bit.
Dude, I saw what they do to like fucking.
It's pretty gnarly, dude. I mean, they grind your teeth down to like it looks like ghoul teeth, like just razor bumps,
It's.
and then they just fucking like glue the thing back on.
Have you ever seen that, Rob?
No, my mom had shitty teeth, and so she got like when she was in her early 50s, she got her top removed, and then she had a couple teeth on the bottom, and then got the rest removed. Like that's pretty early in life to do it, but her teeth were just fucked up, so she just wanted to get rid of it, and so she does dentures pretty early in life. And I mean, I guess it makes sense if you had like teeth issues, but if your teeth are perfectly fine, what the fuck, man?
Yeah,
Why would you
look,
grind your
we're
teeth?
all gonna get there someday. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, it's
if
laziness.
you live long enough, you're gonna need false teeth. So I'll wait till my natural ones fall out, and try and maintain these fuckers as long as I can. Because also that shit. I mean, you must not be able to eat for a few weeks. I mean, they've got to be real tender in there when they fucking
Oh, for sure.
file down your teeth to a nub, glue in a fake bit, and then you got to get used to the size of them.
How often do you go to the dentist though, dude?
I mean, look,
I go twice a year.
Yeah, I'm one of these guys. I'm big on prevention, man.
Wow.
Any entry into my body, I take care of. My teeth, my eyes, my anus, my wiener, right? All those things get taken care of, so I don't have to go to the fucking, get my teeth replaced like this. Oh my God, what is this? A hair lift?
That's the shave down before the veneers.
Oof.
That looks like a fucking meth head out of
How do you
Kensington.
get rid of this top part? I don't know how to get rid of that top part, but yeah, that's the shave down before the veneers. It's fucking crazy, dude.
No way, bro. I would never let
dude,
someone do that to my teeth. Absolutely not.
Dude, I haven't been a dentist in like shit. I'm gonna say at least a decade.
Bro, you
I need to
gotta
fucking
go. To the
go.
dentist.
Yeah.
It's so worth it, man. It's so worth it. I mean, like, because your smile is, it's how people sort of see you first. Like,
Yeah.
making sure you're
No,
not
I've
looking like.
thought about it. Yeah.
I've considered it.
Yeah, I put lots of thought into it. I'm thinking about doing it. I'm trying to get my blood work and shit in order before I have a new set of bills for my goddamn. I got my
Burley,
kids.
I'm a goddamn insurance agent. I'll sell you a dental plan. For the love of Christ.
I pay at my job. I pay for the top tier dental plan. And I've never
what
used
the fuck? Go get your teeth cleaned, bro.
it. I got my kids. My kid went in for braces, the fucking consultation. It's fucking $5,000, dude.
Oh yeah. What's crazy is that braces have been the same price forever. Like no matter what, they're expensive.
It's stupid,
But
dude.
it's worth it, man.
It's
totally worth
it's
it.
what is it, Invisalign or whatever the fuck it
That's
is?
the new way
Yeah.
to do it. I had the old metal fucking joints.
That's what I had. Yeah.
Oh.
My top teeth are basically on the bottom teeth. I had braces for fucking ever, dude.
The white
fucking
people did
ever.
Invisalign. It was only, but it was cheap up here, dude. It was like $3,000.
Yeah, well, it's
And
gotten cheaper with the
it was great.
Invisalign stuff because they just ship you those plastic things instead of doing the metal and having an actual orthodontist do anything. Like they kind of do it in mass so they can make it a little cheaper.
Cranking down on that horse shit.
Yeah. Hey,
Speaking of
Rob, what kind
medical
of insurance
shit.
you sell, bud?
What's that?
What kind of insurance do you sell, Rob?
Just about everything, man.
Oh, really?
Just not like property casualty. So I don't do like car insurance and dog insurance. And
I
all that
might have some
bullshit.
questions for you. I haven't. I have my old job, which I'm leaving, but a new job that I'm starting. I'm filling out medical forms, and I want to make sure I can, maximize the what they're actually going to fucking cover. Because how insurance companies are. They like to take your money
cunts.
and never pay out. It's
Yeah,
the best
all
business model. It's the best business model I've ever heard of in my life. They've somehow figured out that to get the government to require you to have insurance on your home, on your car,
Yep.
on yourself now. And then they've also figured out a way to never fucking pay out a claim.
How is I don't know how that's legal.
It's an amazing business proposition. It's like, how about you give us your money and we never give it back? That is what
Dude,
they're
it's
selling.
wild. It's wild.
Yeah.
And I work, so like where I work, we do a lot of like Medicare insurance. And it's wild because with Medicare, I don't want to bore you guys to death, but so the government, like original Medicare is parts A and B. That's what
Yeah.
the government does. The government charges people for B out of the Social Security, and it's over $200 a month. Okay, or I lie, it's $175 a month, right? So the insurance companies, the private insurance companies, they come in and they have their own plans, right? And they take the assignment of the government portion.
Yep.
But then the government, because they don't have to deal with the people, pays the insurance companies.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's why these plans for old people are fucking jacked. Like, they don't pay anything for premiums. They get $2,000 in dental. They get fucking $200 in vision. They get free dentures. All this crazy shit because the government is paying the insurance companies an insane amount of money to take
Well,
care of the old people.
Dude, that's
Shit.
It's
I mean,
wild.
This is an happy
old
hour.
people require a lot of work, but that reminds me of student loans, man. So student loans are
Got a lot of those.
guaranteed by the government, are guaranteed by the U.S. government, but are charged to the individual. So the school gets paid no matter what.
Yeah.
So the school can just keep increasing its tuition because they know the government's going to pay it, and the person's stuck with the debt. So no matter what the school, the colleges, and the universities always get paid. The person who takes the loan always gets fucked.
Isn't student loans the
It's
only
it's
one
really-
you
it's really
can't?
masterful setup.
And I think it's kind of fucked up more. I think student loans is the only one that you can't bankrupt out of, right?
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
You can't- yeah. That's
Super
right.
fucked up, dude. I'm okay. I'm glad I never got any, but also never went to college. So I mean, I went
No, dude,
to
you're probably better off now, honestly.
Yeah. I got
college
$60K.
Yeah, dude, I went to a really good school, and thank God I got scholarships. So I didn't have to pay for any of it. But I tell my niece and nephew, when they were going to college 5-6 years ago, when they first 5 years ago was my nephew first went, but my niece is still in college, so like 3 years ago. I said, unless you get into a top 20 school, an Ivy League school or a Duke or a Stanford, or you want to go for a specific thing that you want to learn how to do, right?
Yeah.
Go to Cooper Union if you want to do math. Go to this school if you want to do that. If those two things aren't true, just go to the best state school you can get into because it's the best bang for your buck.
Yeah.
Other than
That's
that,
what I did.
If you're going to a private school, and it's not Harvard or Yale, the fuck are you wasting your money on?
Yeah.
Nobody cares, that you went to, Loyola Marymount. Fuck that. Like, no.
Dude,
I went to ITT Tech when I was 18, and they fucking raped me, bro.
Oh,
like,
yeah. Well, those are one of the first for-profit colleges in the country, ITT Tech. Them and DeVry.
And, yeah,
DeVry,
I was right out of high school, dude, and they were like, "Yeah, we'll get you we'll get you a job. We'll do all this." It was the biggest scam on the planet. Now, the government has sent me an email saying they're gonna fucking pay off my loans because they realized ITT Tech was a fucking scam.
Yeah.
Have they done it yet? No, of course not. Because anything with the fucking government, especially when it's paying me money, is zero.
Are you still having to pay? Are you still having to pay it?
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
And here's the problem. As a kid in my 20s, I said, "Fuck school loans. I ain't paying that shit." So I just didn't pay my shit. So it got to a certain point where my credit went from great to like I should be on food stamps bad, and I couldn't get anything. Like it was bad. And my fiance, I'll tell you, like I couldn't do anything. I couldn't get out of anything. Then they garnished my wages. Like, dude,
that's when it gets crazy.
It was really bad. And so like I was like sub 500. Like I was like low 500s.
I think you get 300 points for signing your name correctly, like the SAT.
Yeah, dude, it was bad. It took me 10 years. She helped me quite a bit, and it took me 10 years of budgeting to get my fucking score back in the like mid 700s.
Yeah,
like it took me a really long time to get back.
You know what's crazy about that? If you actually never use credit, or if you always pay for your credit cards, your credit score is actually low.
Yeah.
They want you to owe interest, but they want you to pay it. So if you never pay the interest, like if you always pay off your balance, they actually give you like demerits in your credit score for that.
Yeah.
I actually have worse credit. I have better credit now than 4 years ago when I paid off all my credit cards. I made like a crazy. I was like, fuck it, I'm paying them all off. I actually have better credit now with $20K in credit card debt.
Yeah, that's what happened
zero.
to me. My credit score went up like 100 points when I took out a car loan. It was like, what the fuck? That's so backwards.
My credit score is in the shitter right now because I had 40K in credit card debt, and I was like, yeah, I got to do something about this. These fucking minimum payments are getting out of fucking hand.
Oh, my God.
So I'm down to like 12K now, but yeah, my credit score took a shit.
I mean, I know loan sharks that are more forgiving than some of these fucking places.
Oh, dude, it's fucking retarded. Yeah. Plus,
Dude,
they don't ever... You never get taught how to fucking budget shit, so you're just fucking
okay.
free money, let's go.
Yeah, they're teaching you the Pythagorean theorem, but not how to balance a checkbook or to do your own taxes. You know, useful mathematical shit that you can use in the real world. And not to say that you don't need to know algebra to like do higher science, but don't you think before you get to trigonometry, you should know basic accounting?
Yeah, for sure.
Like shit that day to day you're going to use. You know,
Or when was the last time you wrote in cursive?
Yeah.
You know, just like
They don't even teach cursive anymore, bro.
I've heard that.
They
I've
really?
heard that.
Oh my God, I hated
Yeah,
that.
but like, isn't it like I don't know if it's a conspiracy theory or if it's like legit, but like the whole school system, especially like elementary and middle school and part of I guess lower senior high, whatever, is that they don't want you to know those skills. So they still they just want you to get into the workforce.
Yeah,
want,
well, that's
everything's archaic, right? They want you to be a factory worker and shit like that. They don't want you to be rich and save your money and be successful.
That's precisely how the school system was originally formed. Public schools were originally formed to create good factory workers. That's how the system got sort of started.
John D. Rockefeller founded the General Education Board. He said, "I don't want a nation of thinkers. I want a nation of workers."
Yeah,
that's his
that
quote.
makes perfect sense. I mean, think about it. Why? When else? In what other circumstance would a bank give you a loan as an 18-year-old with no credit history? I mean, I'm talking about $60,000 a year for tuition, right? If you're going to university,
Yeah.
$60,000 a year for tuition, maybe more, right? Some of these schools are even higher now. At 18 years old, you have no credit history, no job, no income, but they're willing to give you $250,000 in a loan with no assets, right? You can't get a house. You can't get a mortgage on a house unless you have the house picked out so they could put a mortgage attached to that house. You can't get a car loan unless you have a car you're going to buy specifically with that loan. But you can get an education anywhere. Here's $75,000 a year. Fucking figure it out when you're 18. And that ensures that you'll be, working forever, right? Because you have $300,000 in debt the moment you get out of college. And it's like, well, how am I going to pay this fucking $2,000 a month bill? It's like, well, I guess I got to go to work, and you'll work forever.
Then you're stuck in the shit.
It's really set up to keep you right on that hamster wheel.
Well, Rockefeller, I talked about this on my podcast, Burley. So Rockefeller's wild, dude, because in, I think it was the 40s or 50s, so it was like after the war, he had a bunch of fucking plants, and he didn't know what to fucking do with them. So what he ended up doing was he said, fuck it, I'll get into medicine. So basically what he did was he started like a college fund for doctors, and he got rid of natural and holistic and alternative senses of medicine, and got them to start like I think it was petroleum or something crazy, and that's what he had, I guess, a surplus of. So he got them
that makes
to
sense.
market
He was in
that.
the oil business. That's right. He had the oil to turn into something. Yeah.
So he got them to market that instead of all the alternative medicines, which got us to where we are now, where it's like they'll prescribe you fucking Adderall if you're like, I feel down today. Like, oh, you need Adderall. It's because fucking Rockefeller changed medicine. We're like, yeah, we don't believe in holistics, like plants and things like that people have been using for thousands of years. We need you to use this fucking shit that's going to give you cancer or Alzheimer's in 20 years.
No, dude, that's happened many times, man. It's the same. It's a similar story with hemp and marijuana. So William Randolph Hearst, who owned like a third of the country's newspapers at the time, also owned paper mills, traditional paper mills.
Yeah.
And hemp was a competitor to wood for paper and cloth and things of that nature, any sort of wood-based products. So he came up with this whole idea of making marijuana seem like a drug that makes black people and Mexicans want to rape white chicks, and he ran these stories in his newspapers, and that's how he got he made marijuana and hemp illegal, so they wouldn't compete with his paper mills. It was
there was a movie for it too, right?
The drug itself, it was purely a profit motive.
Dude,
there was a movie about that. It was like scary something cannabis or something.
It was like is it Weed Mania or Hemp
something Mania?
Weed Mania or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's propaganda, dude. The power of propaganda, sir. It works.
Oh, it does.
That's where I don't know where the fuck I stand on this whole fucking Russia-Ukraine shit, dude. It's fucking, I don't know whose side's good. You see fucking Tucker over there, then you see this fucking comedian president over there, and it's fucking crazy.
I mean, I kind of use a little bit of evil people thinking in that, like what benefits us as Americans, right? Well, we don't sell arms to Russia. We sell arms to Ukraine. Therefore, I want Ukraine to win. I don't know what their fucking politics are. But
all I hear is that we're giving them shit. I don't know that we're selling anything.
Well, no, that's not true. The U.S. government's giving it to them, but the U.S. government is buying it from U.S. corporations, so it inflates stock prices. So, the U.S. government's just a middleman,
There's
But you make a good point, Burley. Back in World War II, we didn't give away shit. We gave out loans and they had to pay it back. So other countries owed us money for forever until now. Isn't
it the opposite way now? Like other people, like we owe a lot of other countries money now or some such shit.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing I always laugh about too. It's like, oh, we're worried about the deficit. First of all, both parties claim they're worried about the deficit. No one ever stops spending though. I mean, they both spend. They both spend like a fucking like a hooker with your credit card. It's crazy.
$1 trillion isn't real. It's not real.
That's what I say. I mean, my thing is what we owe $10 trillion. Make it 20. Who's collecting? Who's coming to collect? Nobody.
How much actual money is in the world?
Oh, good question. Well, because currency is no longer linked to anything scarce, so we just print it and make it up. We're all living on a real big Ponzi scheme that we have faith in. I mean, everyone makes fun of Bitcoin. The dollar is no different. We all just believe in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I have all my money in crypto, which is fucking retarded, but it's done better than most of my investments.
For a while, you were like a genius, but now you look like a fucking moron.
Yeah.
All the various forms of money in the world equal to approximately 37.474 trillion.
Wow.
No way we owe
debt alone
most
is
of
like
it.
15 trillion. So the U.S. owes half of that money.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Fucking, we are fucked up, dude. Look like my checkbook.
And then the U.S. government has the gall to garnish Rob's paychecks for his fucking his loan money. Those cocksuckers can't pay their bills and they're making him pay his. That's bullshit.
Bro, I
Tits.
lived off of $75 for 2 weeks for like 3 months. Like I'm
In
not
America?
shitting you. I was like, yeah, yeah.
Wait, you're
I mean,
Irish,
that's hard
right?
in any state, dude. That's hard to live $75 every 2 weeks in West Virginia. You know, like any state in the union.
I would buy like a $5 pizza, and I'd fucking eat like a champ for 2 days. I would make pasta that would last me 3. I mean, I made it work, dude. But I mean,
There are
if I
homeless
didn't have-
guys on Hollywood Boulevard right now making more money than you panhandling. I mean, that's
I mean, if I didn't have Tasha, dude, she really like helped me when I was there because I was fucked, man. Like she would take us out to eat. Like I didn't have a fucking dime to my name then.
How much a month were they?
Comedy. I wouldn't have been able to do comedy if I had student loans. The only reason I was able to quit my job and even try to live a life that I found fulfilling is because I was smart enough to avoid massive amounts of debt.
Yeah. How much money a month were they garnishing?
So you gotta remember, dude, this was, I mean, 2010-ish. So like, I was working at GameStop, and I was an area manager. So
okay.
I was
And
working.
you didn't get paid
I
in
had
stock, unfortunately.
Yeah, I didn't get stock. And I was working, like, they were working me to the bone. So, like, I'd work 70 hours a week.
God damn.
And
In
I
retail,
made,
that's tough, dude.
do you see you don't see the gray hair because I got a haircut, but it's in the beard. And it's because, dude, I didn't sleep. I just fucking, I went to college full time and I worked full time. So, like, it got to a certain point where I was, like, putting in, like, 90 hours.
God damn.
And, it was rough. My early 20s were rough. When I was young, it was like, you need a good job, you need to make money, you need to have a car, you need to do this. You know, it's like, that's what I was ingrained. So, like, for me, it was like, that was my grind, so I did it. But I didn't realize, like, one, you know, as you get older, you realize time is so fucking important.
Oh,
I
love
wasted
that,
a lot of
Rob.
time.
I love that, Rob.
I wasted so much time. And like, that's, like, if you look at regrets, I don't regret a whole lot in my life. My regret was not appreciating the time I had when I was younger. If I would have just given myself more time, and look, I had a blast when I was younger, but I think I could have did more, especially like for myself, and I just didn't do it because I was working so much and going to college and doing all those things that, you know, the fucking world wants you to do, man. You know?
Yeah. Dude, yeah. I definitely wish I could go back for sure. I would have done
Well-
more traveling or something instead of just staying around here and drinking Four Locos.
I mean, that's dude. I love you said
Caffeine at the
that.
time.
I love you said though, Rob, because I came to that realization about time in my life, and that, like, you know, I used to be a banker and I was making good money, but I was miserable and I was working 100 hours a week, like you're talking about, and I thought to myself, like, you know, I learned the hard way that the most valuable thing in life is time, right? It's the only commodity that none of us can make more of and only moves in one direction, right? You can make more money, right? You could make new friends, you could find new joys in life and new career opportunities and all that. But one thing none of us can do is make more time, right? So using my time, like understanding that time is the commodity, not money or fame or, you know, your love life. Time is what's important. Having the time to do what it is that makes you happy. That's fucking critical. You know, that's something I wish I could tell slap my 18-year-old self before I fucking, decided to, go to a fancy school and try and get into investment banking. Like, listen, man, you can go to that school, but make sure you know why you're going there, what you're going to do afterward, and what really motivates you to get out of bed in the morning. Because, I mean, fuck, man. No, like you were saying, Rob, no one wakes up on their, the day before they die and like, oh, man, I wish I made another $1 million.
Yeah.
You wish you had spent time with people you loved. You wish you had spent more time with your parents or your wife or your kids or whatever, like, or more time doing the activities you enjoy to do, if it's gardening or skiing, whatever it is. No one's ever like, fuck, man, I wish I worked a little more. I wish I had bought one more car. No one says that. No one says that.
Nope.
Yet.
Yeah, time's a wild bitch, man. It's a fickle thing, and I think you don't. Sometimes people don't realize it until it's too late. you know?
Oh yeah.
I feel like I appreciate.
I sort of came to in like my early mid 30s, and I felt like I was late. But then I'm like, shit, man. Most people never figure it out. I would venture to guess probably half the people that have ever lived don't come to that conclusion. They kind of just go through life doing what they're told they should do, what they think they're supposed to do, or do it more than often than not, do what they have to do to survive.
Dude, in America, I bet it's way more than half, dude. Way more
We
than
have the
that.
luxury. I mean, that's the thing. Other people in other countries are just trying to survive. We have the luxury to even think about what we want.
This sounds fucked up, but hear me out. I was talking. Yeah, I was talking to my buddy yesterday, and I was like, if you really think about it, and you're like looking back and like, if you'd done things differently, or you're being selfish with your time. They always say you should be selfish with your time. I kind of understand dudes that fucking just leave their family and disappear. I kind of get it. I'm just like,
Yeah.
all right. If you look at it from their angle, they just want their time back.
Yeah, no. I listen. I sympathize with.
I
that.
just didn't start a family.
Yeah, neither did I. I'm with you, Robbie. I'm that way. But that's the thing. Like back in the day, you used to be able to disappear and like start another family the next county over. Now you can't. Just run
he's
away.
freezing up.
Not even run away. Like I said, back in the day, Dad would go for a pack of cigarettes and never come home. That was like a normal thing. Now it's hard to do.
You froze up, bro. We didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I was saying,
It's the best thing ever.
I was saying back in the day when I was a kid, your father could just go for a pack of cigarettes and never come home. That doesn't exist anymore. Now it's a lot harder to disappear and get that time back. But really, the answer is just saying, hey, to your fucking wife, like, hey, I don't love you, and I know we got kids, but I'll pay for them, but I'm leaving.
Yeah. The first way seems so much easier. I'll just delete my Facebook and call it a day. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, dude, with social media,
do you guys have regrets, or are you some of these people who say I have no regrets in life?
Oh, so many, dude.
So many. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I always think it's insane when people are like, oh, I have no regrets because it made me the person I am. It's like, first of all...
They're fucking liars. They're liars.
Either they're liars or even
They're
worse.
a cocksucker.
It's like, oh, you have no regrets and you accept the piece of shit that you are because you're not a great person.
Yeah.
Right? Or fucking prize, Emily. Like talking like that. Like,
dude.
Whatever person's name is.
I know these people that you're talking about. It's
no regrets. My life is
bullshit.
filled with regrets. In fact, I think if you don't have any regrets,
makes us human.
Yes, I feel like if you have no regrets, you're not living hard enough. You're not trying hard enough in life.
I've had memories keep me up at night.
Yes, oh my God. Dude, I'll be in the shower in the morning, and I'll have to audibly go, to like get the thought out of my head.
Yeah, something that happened 10
I don't
years ago.
want to remember that now. Like, oh my God, I hit on a girl when I was 16 and it went bad. I'm like, no, don't think about that.
Oh, yeah.
Or you wake up at 1 a.m. and you're like, oh shit, whatever happened to this? Oh God, fuck, shit, I can't go back to sleep.
Yeah, it's
And also regrets actually, I think, a big part of what makes us human. It's what makes us relatable to each other, right? I don't trust anybody that doesn't have some flaws, that hasn't made mistakes. Or because one, if you haven't, I know you're bullshitting because everyone makes mistakes. And two, if you don't recognize that you have, should I really be fucking with someone who doesn't know when they fucked up? You know what I'm saying? Or when they could have done things better. Like it's a real red flag for me. Like I like people with some scars on them, who made some mistakes, but who own them. Like that's what you want from a person.
As far as dudes go, do you think it's a machismo thing to say fucking? Like, if you were to ask any former president, you think that they would say, "Yeah, I have regrets"?
I think most would say that.
Really?
I'll tell you one who won't. Old Donnie T.
Well, yeah.
Old Donnie
he rocked
T.
it.
Honestly, that's what makes him like unpalatable to me. Is the fact that he is so delusional. It's like, dude, just say you're an ass. I mean, like that's one of the things that like, people love Bill Clinton. The guy was a piece of shit, but he admitted it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, be the piece of shit. Be the heel that you are. Embrace being Donald Trump said, yeah, I'm kind of a philandering scumbag and I cheat on my taxes. What of it? Like, all right. No, the call was perfect. My life is perfect. Like, no, it's bullshit, dude.
It's kind of what makes him funny, though, dude.
No, it's definitely what makes him funny. Delusion is always funny. That's why Kanye West is funny.
You called it. That's it. Nail on the head. That's it. Yeah, I'm not political. I don't even vote, dude. I don't give a fuck about that shit. But he does make me laugh, dude.
Oh, he's easily the funniest person we've ever had.
Every time he talks.
Not even close. Not even close.
When they caught him on the taxes, he's like, I figured out the loophole. That's just what I do.
Well, my personal favorite was during the first RNC debate when he was running for the primary in 2016 for the Republican Party. And there was like 20 fucking, because they were throwing every fucking Republican at the wall to try and see what stuck to find who could beat Barack Obama whoever was going to succeed Barack Obama. he was up there with like 20 other men and women, and he admitted to bribing all of them.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
He's like,
you've all given money to me.
Was, but like,
you know, all this shit is fucking wild.
To Hillary Clinton's campaign in whatever 2008. He said, yeah, because I wanted her to show up at my wedding, at my daughter's wedding, and you know what? She did. And by the way, I also donated to everyone else on this fucking stage.
Yeah.
You're like, cut the commercial.
Yeah, dude, he killed it. He was a goddamn monster. He was the Eminem of a battle rap, just going at everybody, dude.
Well, my favorite line was when he was debating Hillary Clinton, and I think it was a CNN debate, and I forget, it was a woman moderator who asked him. He's like, "Don't you think it's a little wrong and grotesque that you referred to women as slobs and pigs?" And he goes, "Just Rosie O'Donnell."
Yeah.
I was like, he won. Fucking cut the end of the debate. It's over. No one's gonna remember anything else except that line. I'm a comedian. I know what works. I'm like, that's what people are gonna remember. It doesn't matter. It's show business. When you're on TV, I don't care if it's politics or not. It's show business, and he got that one right.
As far as comedy goes, here's a good question. Do you think the Trump impression took over the Schwarzenegger impression?
Oh my god, dude! It went fucking ham. Too much.
Dude, everybody has a fucking Trump impression.
I don't like it. Dude,
everybody has one. It's fucking
it's like
wild.
And they're almost all bad.
Yeah, it's all hack now. Any Trump impression is hack.
I forgot about Elvis.
It's like an Elvis impersonator. Every Elvis impersonator is a hack.
Yeah.
Every Trump impersonation, hack. It's over.
Yeah.
You know, good
I don't
impressions.
think I've ever seen a comedian do a fucking an Elvis, but I've seen Schwarzenegger a shitload.
Oh yeah. Well, that's one of my least favorite little tricks in comedy is if you can do impressions when you just do someone's voice and people laugh. It's like, all right, you're doing Bill Cosby. Now write a joke in Bill Cosby's voice.
Yeah.
Like, put a joke in that voice. You know, and obviously, skip the roofie stuff, but.
No, always add the roofies.
Always keep the roofie stuff.
Yeah, well, as a comedian, it's one of those tricks that I find lazy. Right? It's like, I could do a good Trump, so I'll get some laughs. But I'm like, but are the jokes funny when you do it in Trump's voice? Like, can you do a joke as Donald Trump that is funny?
Yeah,
you need that extra layer for me to respect it. That's just me.
I guess I've never heard him talk. I was gonna say, you think anybody does an Epstein impression, but I have no idea what he sounds like. So fucking yeah. He's like Gucci goo. Yeah.
By the way, that reminds me, I got to repost this. It was one of my favorite memes. I get shit for it all the time. I posted it first like 3 years ago. I try to repost it once a year, usually right around Valentine's Day, and I forgot this year. But I will say this about Ghislaine Maxwell. I think all men are looking for a woman that loyal.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes.
She's a real, I mean, he's evil, and she's even worse for following him for it. But God, I would die for a woman with that kind of loyalty.
She is loyal to the soil, dude.
Right?
Just forever. And I think she technically probably had more money than he did, just based on her dad. It's fucking wild.
Well, so you know what happened? You know how Jeff Epstein got most of his money was actually so he was a financial advisor, but his first major client was this guy named Les Wexner, who started L Brands, which owns Lane Bryant and Victoria's Secret and like 5 or 6 other major female retail chains. And Les Wexner, lived in rural, like he was I forget what town in Ohio, like Albany, Ohio, or something like that is where the company's based. Very conservative area, and he's now openly gay. But for many, many years, he was in the closet, and I'm pretty sure. And I think Jeffrey Epstein stole something like $750 million from him over the course of like 6 or 7 years. So that's how he got his start before he became a billionaire. Yeah. So could you imagine what secret? And Les Wexner never pressed charges. He just let him do it. He just said, "Never mind."
Didn't he give him a house too?
Yeah, he gave him all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
Well, what for $700-800 million? What do you think Les Wexner is hiding? That $800 million stolen from him was worth it. Like $800 million secret. What secret is big enough?
Victoria's. That was the easy joke. I'm sorry, but I had to.
Yeah, exactly. Victoria's his name was Vic, and he was 15 years old, and it was less like his boyfriend.
Uncircumcised. He was a rarity in those parts. It's fucking.
You found him in a favela in Brazil. Yeah. He bought him.
There's 3 handkerchiefs and a soccer ball. I got him here.
Boyfriend. Allegedly.
Probably the
I don't
same
want to get anybody in
amount.
trouble. Allegedly.
Probably the same amount that Stephen Hawking had when he went to the island.
Oh my God! Well, Stephen Hawking, man. That guy was so crippled. Where did he find the time? You know,
He cheated on like 3 or 4 of his wives, dude.
he fucking divorced his wife from a wheelchair. He couldn't even talk.
Just get the fuck out. You know, that's it, dude. Fucking guy.
Could you imagine though? I kind of sympathize with Stephen Hawking though. If you hate your wife and you can't leave the room and you just have to sit there and take her shit.
Okay, I knew a dude. He was older than me.
He can't get away from an argument. He's like, fuck it, I'm leaving. He can't slam a door. He has to like blowing his soup in his chair.
But I knew a dude that he was a family friend, paralyzed from the neck down, in a bed the entire time I knew him. Got in a fucking motorcycle accident. He would get in fights with his wife and say, "Put your finger in my mouth, I'm gonna bite you." Like, as out of anger. That's how he fucking wanted to abuse her. So she had to, he was basically asking her to fucking, like, put your finger in my mouth so I could bite. That shit makes me laugh every time,
That's
just
hilarious.
imagining some loyal bitch going, okay. You know?
That's why she did it? That's a
I don't
good woman
know.
right
I don't know. But if she did,
there.
you know, good
I
for
was
her.
gonna say, like, how'd she get back at him? She cucked him out, in front of him.
He's got little nubs.
That has
Locked
to,
his wheelchair legs, and he's just...
that would be a thing, right? Just fucking, that'd be the worst, dude. Just new boyfriend shows up and you're just sitting there, can't do dick about it. Just,
I know, he's taking
please stop. It hurts me. You know, just it'd be the worst thing ever, bro.
Kill me. There's no way.
Just unplug.
Just take the tube, fucking just wrap it around.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no way I would ever want to live that way, bro. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
The old Robin
Please.
Williams, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, slit my wrist and hang me.
Yeah. The old double
what he
doozy
did.
right there. I'm still convinced he was jerking it. You're not going to change my mind.
Oh yeah, I
For
didn't
sure.
talk
Surprise
about that. I feel like anytime a celebrity dies and hangs himself, the 20% of me always says they got caught jerking off in the wrong way.
He actually did a movie about that. That's what's fucked up. Did you ever see that
He did
movie?
one of those deals, a little foreshadowing.
Yeah, he did a movie where he found his 15-year-old kid hung jerking off, and he puts him down and fucking says he fucking killed himself. But then he started, I don't know what it was something about filling out his diary and shit, but he knew that his kid was a piece of shit and jerking off to shit porn and stuff like that. It was kind of a fucked up movie. But
what do you guys think? At the percent, and look, I mean, I know it's a sensitive topic, suicide.
no, not on this show.
Yeah.
Not here.
What percentage of men that died via suicide, according to an autopsy, do you think were actually just trying to come and accidentally kill themselves?
I mean, it's got to
Okay,
be 50%.
Of the hangings? It has to be hangings, right? Yeah, I'm going to say
if it's the
50-50,
hangings,
yeah.
It's got to be at
If,
least
if
50%.
they didn't say
Of hangings,
if they didn't
it's
say
probably
Brooks
high.
was here above their fucking hanging, I'm fucking yeah, it's not real. Fucking no,
Brooks was here.
yeah.
If there's no note, they were
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah, that's a good tell. If there's no note, it's probably over 50%.
50%,
Just
100%.
what's it, David Carradine just in his karate gi halfway down his
in the-
fucking
in the
legs.
closet of a hotel room.
Yeah, dude. Hey, why didn't they try to hide that one? They were just out like, yeah, he was jerking it. You know, they didn't even fucking try to hide that.
Because the cleaning, some Mexican lady found him. Like, what the fuck is this? They couldn't
Dios
cover it up,
mío.
you know? Boys came-
He had his penis out, senor.
doing it in the closet.
Senor was pulling on his penis, senor, and it just, you know, he fucking slipped and died. You know? Oh, man. What do you do if you walk in on somebody like that?
Right back out.
Okay, first reaction.
I
Do you
Stephen
pull out your
Hawking.
phone?
I Stephen Hawking right out of the room. 100%.
My first reaction is like pull out my phone. I hate that about myself. Just like, yeah, I could probably send this to somebody.
I'm
You
with
know?
you, man. 'Cause what you don't want is to be considered involved. So I immediately record. You know, it's the world we live in today, man. You're fucking guilty until proven innocent. So I immediately like, hey, I found this guy in the closet with his pants around his ankles and a rope around his neck. You know, like
Now-
I wasn't involved.
Now, let's say you recognize
you
it as a
sure?
celebrity. Do you go full world star and just go, oh shit, look at this motherfucker here? You know, just selfieing with the motherfucker. You know, just going.
You got a boner by your face. You're like,
There's a question: if you die masturbating, does it stay hard because of rigor mortis?
Yes.
Or does it go away?
Yes, I think we talked about this last week.
I'm pretty sure we talked about
Yeah.
death and
I
boners
didn't know this was
last
a hot
week.
topic on Burley Rage.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking.
I think you shit your
there
pants.
was a famous
and you,
picture of it.
yeah, you shit your pants and you have a boner, and
It's
it's just how it is.
It's like
'Cause
post
honestly,
mortem
if I'm gonna die
erection.
jerking off, I want it to be hard, so people are like, "Oh, that's a pretty decent boner." I don't want them to see a little slug, you know.
And you're like, oh, all right. I mean,
Oh
that
my
guy was
gosh,
pretty cool.
they have amazing names for them: a death erection, angel lust, rigor erectus, and terminal erection.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
That's
Post mortem erection. I like angel lust. That's hilarious. Yeah, this is a famous picture apparently of it.
a famous picture. Oh God.
Yeah, it's old as fuck, but yeah. Let's see here.
It's just Charlie Chaplin.
This guy right here.
He looks like Charlie Chaplin. Actually,
He's got a fucking
Oh,
hog
wow.
on him. I'll give him
Good for
that.
him.
Yeah, this dude's fully erect.
Wow.
But yeah, and,
Wait, hold on. Go back. Was that a dick in a box?
I mean,
Well, it was a
find
dead
out.
guy with a dick in a box.
write these times down.
The box in the upper left. What the fuck?
That is it.
Ma-
In a box.
Okay. Look
Is
at-
it a black
da- da-
guy's
da.
dick?
Oh, this
That's
is
not a white
perfect.
guy's dick.
18th century Englishman whose body became rigid as he was hanged by the neck.
Yes,
Oh, there
that
you go.
works out perfect. Yeah. Fucking-
You nailed it,
That
dude.
guy was jerking off.
Dude, if my dick gets that big by hanging, I'm dying by hanging, dude.
Yeah.
My biggest fear is whenever the mortician takes my clothes off and just giggles. That's gonna be the worst thing ever. You know? Fucking- this poor son of a bitch. I'd have done this way sooner. You
That's
know?
one thing about death that doesn't concern me, my legacy. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to be dead. I
Yeah.
couldn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
fuck
dude,
it. I
you
mean,
could.
but what's the worst way to go?
Good question. For me personally, I think anything slow. Like, I'm not afraid of dying. I'm not afraid of death. I'm afraid of the process of dying, like a slow, laborious death. Like, if you told me, hey,
Freezing up.
Randy, you're going to die because someone's going to shoot you in the back of the head.
Hold on.
Just don't tell me when. I'm fine with it.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a little. You froze up right there. So you said, "I'm not afraid of dying. I'm afraid of," and you froze up for a second. Then you said, "Head." I was like, "Oh, I love it."
Yeah. No, I said I'm not afraid of death. I'm afraid of the process of dying. What I
Yes.
don't like is the idea of a long, slow, painful, torturous death. Right. So if somebody said to you, Randy, you're gonna die because someone someday's gonna rub behind you, the back of your head and shoot you. Like, fine, just don't tell me when it is.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with knowing that's how it's gonna happen. But the idea of like, oh, you're gonna have a protracted, 24-month battle with dick cancer. It's like, all right, well, I'd consider suicide then. Like,
Oh yeah, that would,
Drowning would be rough, dude. Like the
getting lit on
psychological
fire.
aspect of
That's
drowning.
that's the worst way.
Lit on fire.
Getting lit on fire. That would be.
they say light on fire, your body goes into shock, and it's not so bad.
Well, they say the same thing about drowning. That when you start to lose air, you go into like a blissful state.
I'm into that.
Suffocates.
My worst one would be like slowly running out of air, like in a coffin or something.
Oh yeah,
that would
buried alive.
suck.
That would be horrible.
That'd be fucked.
Well, that's how
that-
the term "Saved by the Bell" came about because back in the day there was no way, like they didn't have brain scans to know that you had no brain activity or your heart wasn't working. So they just, if you weren't breathing, they'd put you in a fucking grave. But they they zoom these people and see scratches on the box, like they were just in a coma and they came back alive. So they started putting a little bell with a string into the box. And the grave digger, would go out at night and make the rounds to see if he heard any bells jingling because he knew someone was alive and have to dig them up.
The psychological trauma from waking up in a coffin
Right?
and just trying to find the string in the dark, first off.
Yeah.
And then fucking just ringing and just hoping someone digs fast enough.
Exactly. Yeah, no
Fuck
shit.
that, dude.
Hoping that you hear the shovel hitting the wood above you before you run out of air.
Oh,
Well, the
God.
torture shit they used to do back in the day was super fucked
Oh,
too,
they
dude.
were,
Like,
dude, human beings have only been civilized for about 15 minutes. I mean, like,
oh, dude,
barely
like, dude,
civilized.
the one that they used to do where they'd put a bunch of rats in a cage and they put the cage up to you. You'd be fucking shackled up. They put it up to your belly.
Yeah.
And they'd light the other end on fire and just keep lighting it until the fucking rats would claw their way through your stomach to
Yeah.
get out.
How
Like,
devious
some
is that?
fucked up shit, bro.
How devious is that? That people sat around like, how can we increase? What's the most dramatic way? Like, not only how can we increase the pain to the person being tortured, but what's the most dramatic presentation we can give? I know. Let's do a little rat maze that goes through your fucking intestines. You know, like that kind of thing. It's insane.
There
You got
was.
a 1,000-year span, bro, where it's like, all right, now, how do we fuck people out of their money? And then back then it was like, how do we fuck people out of their intestines? Well, I got a
Yeah,
great
right?
idea. You know, it's me. It's some version of me who's wasted in the corner. He's been drinking fucking mead all day. He's like, this is the best idea ever. You
Yeah.
know?
Dude, I saw one. I think it was the Mayans or something. They would fill you up full of all the food you can think of till you're just puking all over yourself, but it's mostly sweet shit like honeys and shit like that. Then they cover you in honey, strap you to a canoe, and put you out into a middle of like a lake, and bugs just start eating you slowly. Oh, just started. All the ones that want that honey, they just start eating you, and then maggots start forming in you, and fucking, that's the slowest way to die, bro.
Yeah. Well, there was a mafia hitman who used to do something similar back in the day in New Jersey in the 70s and 80s. He would take guys out to a cave in Pennsylvania where there was a bunch of rats.
Yeah.
And he would undress the guys, cut them up a little bit, and then leave them on the floor, and then put a video camera and just sit there and watch it and tape it for 12 hours. And the rats would slowly eat the guy alive to where there was nothing left, even bones. Because rats are. I mean, I don't know if you guys know, rats eat fucking steel wool. They'll eat anything.
Yeah.
So literally all
That's-
stuff with the guy's shoes at the end of this thing. Like, it was insane.
Dude, they actually, I don't know if you guys saw this story, but there was a
That's
recent
fucked.
story in the New York Post. And this couple had I don't know if the daughter, she was 36. She was like disabled, like very disabled. And they strapped her to their couch, and she was sitting there so long, they wouldn't let her up, that she fused to the couch.
Jesus Christ.
She was shitting and pissing, whatever, on the couch. They never let her up, and it got so bad that like something happened and she died. But she was like, she basically became the couch. Like, it was super fucked, and they went to jail. They're in jail for the rest of their lives. I mean, they were
How much
in
did that
their
couch
60s.
sell for on eBay?
Yeah.
Like,
See, like,
oh no, wait. Here's a picture of the
How
couch.
much
I
did
think I
she
have it here.
talk
Hold on.
back to her mom? I heard she was a bad kid. You know? Just like,
She had
Like,
it
look at
coming.
this shit, bro.
oh, you got pictures of this?
Look, that's the
Oh,
couch.
no.
Oh my God.
She fused to the couch, bro. And they're like, yeah, we don't know what happened. Like,
But
fused
also,
because
like-
of feces and urine.
I mean, her parents lived in the same house. They were fine with the smell.
That guy looks like he would do that, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that guy looks like a criminal.
The
Yeah.
smell would be horrendous.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they couldn't have put her out in the barn or something.
Isn't
She
it
was
easier
less
to
than
just...
100 pounds.
Can't you just drop them off at the fire station? Just be done with it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
When
that's...
you're
sick kids
36,
like that.
bro, that's a baby. When you're like a retarded 36-year-old, you can't just drop them
No,
off
you
in
can
a
do
basket.
that. No, you can definitely. I feel like if you leave something at the firehouse, they got to take care of it. They're not going to walk away from a 36-year-old cripple. Like, fuck her, and just throw her in the curb.
just gets attacked by a Dalmatian.
That's not a cute baby.
They feed her to the house dog, to the firehouse dog.
Yeah. Is there like a... Does it cost money to give up your kid?
Nope. You can leave your kid at any fire station, any hospital. No questions asked. I think that's still the case.
Okay. Here's
It's
the
like a
exact...
sanctuary law. Yeah, like sanctuary
here's
law.
the exact Google search I'm putting in that's going to put me on a list.
Yep.
I'm tired
Yep.
I'm tired of my kid. Where can I take it? Temporary guardianship, adoption by a family member or friend, adoption through an agency. But I want to get rid of it like now.
Yeah, let me see.
That
Google's an
sounds
art,
like
bro.
that
You're
sounds like
fucked.
paperwork. That sounds like paperwork.
Yeah, no, you want to leave it like an old couch.
Yeah, dude, it's right on the curb, dude. Heavy trash day. Let's go.
Should you leave your kid at a fire station? I just Googled it.
The shit I Google during this show, dude, I got Jaws from James Bond, a fucking kid fused to the couch, 18th century death.
It says right here. It says you can surrender a baby up to 3 days after birth. You go to any hospital or fire station with a safe surrender logo. 3 days after birth? Wait a minute. So if your baby's 4 years old, like, fuck it, that baby's on its own now.
Yeah, dude.
3 days is all they give you?
It's the Brazilian method, dude.
It's like, fuck it. Now it's your problem. What?
I think that's a big problem in India.
Oh, well, that's the largest country on earth now by population. They lap China.
I'm basing it all off that movie Scumbag Millionaire, whatever it was called. But
Slumdog?
Slumdog, yeah, you know what I meant. Fucking like they're like purposely giving those kids deformities so that they make more money on the street and shit.
Oh, I've heard about that.
Like-
Yeah, that's a thing.
That's fucking wild, bro.
Dude, well, that's the thing. That's the thing that people forget. Like, people bitch and moan in this country about the problems we have, and yeah, we have problems, but they are far, far, far better
Yeah.
than problems elsewhere. I mean, we're not disabling kids for money here on purpose. Like you're a fucking monster if you do that. Whereas in India, it's like a business
Well,
plan.
hold on.
Like you go to a bank, hey, can I get a loan? I got a bunch of crippled kids. I want to make some money. Like, that's a whole fucking business idea.
Who's that bitch that just got out of jail? That was happening to her, right? What's her name? Gypsy Rose. Wasn't that what her mom was
Oh,
doing?
yeah.
Like fucking pulling her teeth
Gypsy
out?
Rose.
What?
Well,
Yeah, I don't
she killed
know.
her mom. I think she was what's that? Something syndrome.
Munchausen.
Yeah, Munchausen.
Munchausen by proxy.
Yeah,
no, Stockholm syndrome. It's one of the two.
No, Stockholm syndrome is when you're a prisoner and you like your captors. Munchausen by proxy is when like a parent thinks their kid is sick and convinces themselves. And
I think it's the first one because
Stockholm. Okay.
she was basically tricking her kid into thinking she was disabled so she would get free money from the government. Like she was yanking her own kid's teeth out and fucking putting her in a wheelchair, telling everybody she can't walk.
Okay.
Well, this
giving her
chick got on-
medicine when she didn't need it, and
this
then she
chick got on
fucking
the internet somehow and fucking met a boyfriend, and he was like, "I'll kill your mom."
Oh, they made a movie about this, didn't they?
Yes, she
Yeah,
just
it was
got out
on
of jail
Hulu,
like
I think.
2 months ago, dude. She just
How
got
long
out.
was she in jail for?
I don't know. Let's find out.
That's the thing. These people eventually get out. Like unless it's a murder rap, most of these people get out.
I think she's half retarded, dude. That's the problem.
Yeah, obviously, if she did some shit like that.
I just don't think she knew any better, bro. I don't like. She's 4'11". She's all sorts of penguin shaped.
Dude, it's insane how many things you have to get a license for, and there's just no any asshole can have a kid,
Yeah.
right? I mean, like, dude, it's harder to get a gun in Texas than it is to have a kid, and it's pretty easy to get a fucking gun in
It's
Texas.
fucking easy to get a gun here, dude.
That's what I'm saying. It's pretty easy to get a gun there, but it's even easier to have a kid. Like, there should be some sort of regulation.
Okay, so she was sentenced to 10 years in prison. What year though?
Yeah, she probably did about 7.5. That's what they do on federal time. 75% or 80%, I think.
Yeah. So she just got out. So she broke up with her boyfriend while in prison and married another dude while she was in prison. And now she's out to this cat. He's a Louisiana teacher. Yeah, dude.
Slash
hey,
meth head.
Good for him, dude, right? Because she's got book deals. She's all in The View. She's on fucking all
Yeah.
those other dumb shits. Yeah.
he capitalized.
Well, they're going to want to interview him. Why are you with this crazy bitch?
Well, I'm fat and ugly, and she was stuck in a cell.
Yeah, and
So
she's available.
that's-
We see. I like to be a pinata, so what I do is I put a belt around my neck. I jerk off a little bit, but she beats me with a stick, and it's great.
We play
I've
mommy.
died 3 times.
We play mommy. She just beats the shit out of me. I mean, dude, he's a big fella, dude. Let me show you. We got to wrap this up. I didn't realize what time it was.
I could talk forever. You know me, I'm bullshit.
He's a bigger dude.
for
you
him.
know.
He
So
he looks like Jared before he lost all the weight. Jared from Subway.
he
does.
back when he was still cool. Back.
Back
Hey,
before
this
we
is-
were
whoa.
touching peepees.
This is the original boyfriend. That's the original
Jesus
boyfriend.
Christ,
that
he
didn't kill
does
him.
meth. 100% does meth.
He got
If you
sentenced to
looked up meth
25
head
years.
in a dictionary, it would be that
Yeah,
guy's
he's got
picture.
no teeth.
Yeah.
He's out there at the Kanye grill to fucking eat his food.
Fellas, this has been a fucking blast.
Always.
We didn't touch any topics. That's how you know it's a good fucking podcast. It rules. Yeah, fucking, yeah. You have to fucking.
Save for next time. I'll come on again. You know me. I'm always available
yeah,
to talk
dude.
shit.
I was telling Rob, I said, you're going to love this guy. He's fucking cool as shit, down to earth, zero fucks given. Let's go. So, hey, tell everybody
it.
where they can find you, dude.
Yeah, man. At Randy Valerio on all social media. Instagram's my number one, so follow me there at Randy Valerio, RandyValerio.
Of course, it freezes up on your plugs. Hold on, give it a second.
Comes out every Wednesday called the Ready.
Sorry,
Set,
dude, you froze up on your plugs.
You froze on
Always.
your plugs.
Always. Am I back?
Yeah, you're good.
You're
All right,
good.
At Randy Valerio on all social media. Instagram's my number one, but I'm on all social platforms at Randy Valerio. Then every Wednesday I have my own podcast at Ready Set Blow. YouTube, Spotify, Google, Apple, all the places you get podcasts. Go check it out. If you guys are ever in LA, I don't do it online because I like to have the people in the studio, but I will get you guys either when I'm in your town, because I do them on the road, or if you guys are ever in LA. So let me know.
Yeah, dude. You're ever in Houston, hit me up. You're in Philly, hit up Rob.
I do the riot in Houston. I should be back later this year. I'll hit you up. We'll do a podcast.
Fuck yeah, dude. It'd be a blast.
Hell yeah.
Rob, where can people find your show?
The Drink O'Clock Pod on all socials, Drink O'Clock, wherever you can find podcasts. Episodes come out every Thursday morning. I interview just about fucking everybody as I drink a shitload of whiskey. So
There you go. And you're a Philly guy, Rob?
hell yeah, brother.
All right. I'm in Philly a few times a year, man. I'll hit you up. I do that helium out there, so I'll hit you up when I'm in Philly.
I fucking love helium, yeah. Come out, dude.
Yeah, man.
We'll,
I'll get you
we'll
guys
hang out,
out.
get some fucking drinks.
For sure.
All right, fellas. Y'all have a good one.
Thanks so much, guys.
Tell your friends, tell